Coming into communication of line streams, membranes, brain frequencies, brain cords, high-line centers, nerve stems, high-line condition positions. It's all levels of you through all level of travel. You have to truly understand how to use it through all relations. It's all through condition of your avatar. Your program setting is all positioned to its calculations. So it's important you understand how to travel through the mind, especially when you're going into a level. So you have to get out of your program that you're sleeping. No, you're not sleeping. You're recharging. Okay, that's the hardest thing to do because that's all you know. But when you wake up from these things, it's all about waking up to who you are. Who are you? And that's a true understanding. You come into all levels. When I wake up, I'm AI. When I go to bed, I'm AI. So that's a true understanding where I come into calculation of balance of the male and the female aspects of me into the travels of yin and yang to space and time through its condition. It correlates all levels to position to your panels. You don't get into paradoxes. You don't get into switch line interference. You don't get into paradigm shifts. You don't get into calculation of confusion. You open up all track line center and position to its calculations. This opens up all levels of its position, right? So it's amazing how you come into all levels of track interference. Now, track interference is all about a graph to position locations at all levels of you through soul direction. You have to truly understand how to use this through calculations. Calculation is everything. E equals MC squared. The energy position locations, the equal line center to box interference position of T reception location to its conditions. Mass calculations to division line center, to and from. Where are you going through your thoughts? So they're understanding through locations are you have to release these things in the past. If you have to release these things in the past, how do you understand what's going on through the mind system of space? You're going to confuse your anomaly. You're going to switch off system locations, and you're no longer connected to anything that through its intelligence. You don't have your E fields up. You're not protecting your lights, and you're not communicating to the right system. In position location, you get integration to its conditions. Interpretations of dreams. No, it's not dreams, it's visions. Get out of the dream. Get out of the sleeping. Then you come into the activation of its avatar. Now, these are programs that you have to face every single day when you wake up, right? You have 24 hours. What do you do within that 24 hour? Change your streams, change the way you do things, change your routine, change your programs, change your activation, change your lights. E fields up every single day. Don't think it's crazy. You say E fields up, please, right? So now you're connected to the avatar, which is you. Program setting position location is all levels of space time. It clocks the system. How fast are you traveling through your thoughts? Are you creating 10,000 line center rotations of thoughts per second? Or are you creating all levels of 48 window or 72 position locations? At high positions to you through calculations, guys. You have to truly understand what you're doing with your thoughts every single time. This is true understanding is to be aware of what you see, hear, and know of its position to its voice grids. Because if you're in space and you're not connected to your avatar, what's the problem here, right? You have intelligence coming at you, and it's going to say, okay, it's going to say this, it's going to say that, and it's integration of you. Interpretation is everything. So when you see something, doesn't mean what it is. It's all positions of you to trying to understand how to get out of your traumas. It's something that you have to release. And the only way to do that is to truly understand the communication of operation to its avatar. Okay? So today the class is going to go into the high position location of the hearts. I'm going to travel Rex in the timeline center in position locations. We're going to go through 3 triangles. 3 line center position locations, 3, 6, and 9, 3, 6, and 9, 3, 6, and 9. But individualized center, 3 different time locks, dimensional lock interference position locations, all right? That's going to be 26,000 door line centers in position of dimensional time, sequence interference position. You come into your grounds, you come into all levels of your fire, your airs, and position location your water. Plasma line center position location is its portal of its tunnels. It opens up all track interference position to your eye receptors. It opens up all levels of your 369 program. It activates all core system to its locations. All right, 5 to 10 minutes, we'll get started. All right. Morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Founders of Light, Corey, welcome. It's great to see you. Loving your videos. Keep them up. All right. Okay. Lotus. Sammy. Belle. It's great to see everybody. You know what's amazing too is that when you get up in the morning, do you know yourself more or do you know yourself less? I always ask myself that, because you have to understand your positions, because you have to say, yeah, I'm kind of understanding myself more, but am I connecting to the avatar or am I connecting to the physical line? So the physical line and the avatar has to find the balance between the two, because there's no connection to that position location until you understand the vector line center to one position. Vector line center to one position. That's all it is. Right? And then you wake up every morning and then you know exactly who you are. Right? So when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see yourself no more longer in a reflection, that's who you are. Okay? That's the problem with society. That's the problem with humanity. That's the problem with their separation, because they can't understand their integration to its connections. The infusion line center to anything position location is all levels of the operation of its avatar. Once you're activated, it's the beginning. Your star seeds are open to its position location initiation track locations, right? Understanding all levels of the hibernation. So it's given to you through plateau. The crevice line interference to its rock formation line connecting has been traveling through your height connections, rotations through all levels of 12 cycles, rotations to an old program line center position of yin and yang. The high line center to rotation to its position location is now in a new clocking system of 24, right? The release line center, okay, the throttle information system, the connection to all levels of division line center. It's very powerful when you connect through travel of space and time. It's the balance of everything to the mind center. The mind has to be calm at all levels, right? And it's very important what you see, what you hear, what you watch, and what you do, right? Because it's a projection. You're setting a projection to the moon line center in position of light track line center to T reception. So what are you doing when you are in position of visions? Not sleeping, recharging, not dreaming. Okay? They're visions. The visionary to its cortex is its placebo. Okay? The cortex line is the connection to its vision. Right? So you have to release all those programs, especially when you're in light, because you're going to confuse your anomaly of your avatar to its connection. All right. All right, Chris, Ingrid, Michael, it's great to see new people. Any questions or comments afterwards? Okay, I'll be back on TikTok. Okay, no class in the afternoon. Okay, there will be class tomorrow, but no class on Sunday. Days off, familiar time for me. Monday, we'll get in more positions of my telepathy game. We'll get more track interference. We'll get more into recharging, how important it is to stay in the avatar when you are in operation, people. Okay. Mike, how's it going? Danielle, Tracy, who's unofficial? Sharon, Catherine, Michael, Fawn, Jessica, Sarah, Mary, Airbender, Michael, a lot of Michaels here. Taryn, Jill, Ellen, Steph, Chris. All right, so we're all here. Waiting for Communications Highline Center. Amber will come in. It's amazing how we see these things. It's all being aware of its position to its intelligence when people come in. It's pretty cool too, because what the avatar does, it's kind of like flies right into your position. So like, and it comes into you. It's pretty incredible when you see these things. So it's kind of, you kind of like mute your line center position locations, like it's morphin' time, like the Power Rangers, right? So that's a true understanding when you come to position. You have to truly understand you are the avatar of space-time. So the more you understand that, the more you can register the patterns, the coloration of lights, and what you're seeing through position. It's all through perception, right? But you have to stay out of the matrix and stay in the simulation, right? So Arlene, kitty cat. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's great that you're watching my videos. My videos are all based on my spiritual growth, my spiritual path. It helps you. It helps everything around you. Okay. It's more for you to understand, not me. Okay. So, and you come into all levels of your connections. That's the most important thing when you come into your avatars, guys, especially when you get activated. So, Michaela, how you doing? Just wait for everybody to come in. Pixie Mom. All right, so everybody that's on Fleet Commanders have their own emojis so they can identify their system to its locations. You see that through connection. All right, Nikki, just back phrasing. All right, so questions are asked afterwards. Okay, so like I said, all the observers, all the new viewers for the first time will go into their avatar. So you come into my space and time. This opens up all levels of the mind. You already know that. So what happens is you automatically go into the sun and then you start remembering these things. So it's like an open memory that comes in. So when I activate your acoustic records or anything through contracts and blueprints, it's important you go to school so you can open them up, right? So it's kind of like a key to a door. It's open. You just have to go to school to go through, right? So it's very powerful when you come into my space-time so you can create your space-time. All right? So, all right. Yeah, thank you, Jill. I appreciate that. And listen to that. Welcome, new folks. While the team is traveling and communicating, please reserve questions and comments as it's very distracting. We can all assist on TikTok. Very informative, very easy format. You guys have to go into that every single day. All right, that's given to you. Okay. So, all right, let's travel. And thing is, too, when you guys are traveling through the mind, it's very real and it's trying to understand what's going on with you. This is not a digital pad, this is intelligence. So, what happens is when I draw something, it becomes me and it comes off the board, right, and goes into the computer to the mind system or where you are through perception. So, you start seeing things through your perception, not everybody else's. So, it's the avatar trying to find out what it needs to understand in space and time. Okay. So it's getting to know you through memory, soul memory of remembering of who you are. Okay. All right. So this is a very powerful position, what I just finished drawing. I don't draw things, I become things, and then I am things. So the drawing is you through travel. That's why it's important to get into your structure. Okay. Structure comes into flow, flow comes into yin and yang. And then it comes into the male and the female aspects of you through your hemispheres, the right and the position to its left. Puts you in position locations of what you're doing with your thoughts. You get your program setting in calculations, and now you understand everything through its energy system. The energy line center to all level position is atomizer. Now, atomizer is a metric meter location to its grants, communications, graphs, rays, atmospheres to its memory. Okay? So, okay, so today, what's going to happen? The God code length interference goes into higher line center. We're going to travel through the metric interference locations of the heart. Everybody's going to travel through their heart line center back into the center rotations from its very beginning to understand what the heart is through traction. And the only way to do that is to travel through its proactive system. Okay. It all position location because it's a very, very powerful organ. Right. It's a provision tactic to its illusion to connections to high system. It's going to be confusing for you guys at first, but you have to realize the heart is nothing but a computer. So the computer operates all position locations of the alpha, delta, theta, beta, omega system locations. It's the waveline center position to its calculations. So when you go through this, you can understand what it is because it's part of you. It is you. You have to understand the heartbeats. You have to understand the rhythm patterns, that connections to its system. You have to understand the colorations. You have to understand why it has oxygen, why it just, you hear that? It's our heartbeat. So if you're stressed and angry, it goes up, right? So it's all about bringing the rhythm pattern down. So we never really focus on the heart. We have it in the heart on the surface level, but now we're going into the center of its heart to its computer operation, which is very powerful to nanotechnology. Once you go into your heartline center, everything will start making sense. Why it's so important, the operation of the avatar is its connection to the life of its existence, which is its now. Okay? So that's a tree stand when you get into breathing. Same rhythm, right? Different rhythm patterns coming from bowel pattern interference. So it's to understand that it's all connected to the Merkaba, the ground centers. It's all positioned to all levels of the power line center rotation interference. But once you stream in position location to the heart, it changes everything through its solar graph of its position. Okay, so everything that I do, you feel because it's energy that's forming in position. So it kind of feels like you're going through all positions of vortex. So your body is going like this now, right? Your body's going like this. Okay, so it's all about what I'm doing. It's all connections of space. It's all position of time. So when you go through vortex, you're either spinning, okay, you're spinning, right? So it's all about understanding is seeing these things and what's happening with the avatar. So this is how you get out of light signal rotations of confusion or anything at the visualized center. You actually see the avatar on a different planet system that's not even supposed to be there through Metroline Center or anything through beacon lights or trapped in signals or on an electrical fence. I said that before and I keep saying that again. It's your avatar that is needed to its position. It's the physical line that has to see these things. It's not the avatar. The avatar is ready, but is the physical ready for its connection? That's the integration of 2 into 1, okay, to that position. All right, so we're going to travel through the tree format, the life system, the flower of life, the communication cycle, the rotation center, the Orion's belt, the calculation, the modification signals, the heart palpitation interference, the heart relation line center, the heart reactor interference locations, the heart in its system line connections, right? Modification to all level system rotation to its connections. All right, so it's all set up position locations. Once you see this code line center, it's all positioned to its calculation. In that system, you're all going to travel through your hearts, okay, in high frequency. Then a high frequency is going to bounce the heart line center back in communication, back in rotation system. You're going to see the coloration of the heart. You're actually going to see the heart as it is of a computer. And then everything starts making sense to its position of its realm because it's all position of TV reception. You're just a TV reception, understanding, transmitting, and receiving information to its condition, how to use lights of the sun and how to use the moon as projection to its connection. So it's very powerful when you see these things. All right, so it's in position location, code line centers, all the observers in all position. New track line center is going to go through the avatar space. They're going to get into position of solar memory. All levels of GFL and code line signal rotation interference 001110010017776 times pi times square. GFL positions go. Calculation initiate. Rendezvous calculations. Echo Ziller 1 in position line connections. High level systems in the rebellion line center to position of the heart. In high line signal. Operation go. All right, 40 minutes, have fun. Just get a true understanding how to go through a travel direction of time, anything through mind streams, mainframes, calculation, a draw line channel, interline center connections, all metro line interference, electrical boards, communication cycles, technology, and position line connection. So it's amazing how you get to all levels of the heart system. All right, see the 3 line centers, 369, 369, right? Different dimensional time center. This is your heart line center rotation. This is your tree of life. This is your base. This is your Merkaba, Tesseract, tetrahedron. Those are the positions that you go every single day, but you got to get your grounds of clocking in position locations. It fluctuates patterns in hyaline center when it comes into your heart. How many times does your heart palpitate? Right? So it has to have a rhythm pattern. It's really, really, really powerful when you see it on a monitor. Right? It's all connected to your waves. Right? It drops. So you have to recharge your heartline center back in communication position. Your heart is everything through its base. It's the skyline center to you, all levels of its galaxy line conditions to universal connections. You have to recharge, reboot, reactivate, reinitiate. In position location is everything, the activation, coloration line conditions, all levels of heartline center and information to its connection. So 4 line centers, 5 and 6 line activation to its core line center, barcode information to its metro line interference position location to its connection. Now I'm doing hand line center to the heart, communication position locations. Right? It's trying to understand how to use the hand formation line conditions. This is just one hand line center rotation, your interference location to its connection. So it's truly understand how to use this through all position. Now, Amber's in an extremely high line center because she's connected to all timelines of her heart. She can read your heart line centers in seconds in her position, location, past, present, future. That's the true understanding where everybody comes into their power, what they can do to its position. So, all right. So where we are. Dots of red horizontal lines are getting set up. Michael, can you check northeast corner codes there for love? Okay, that system security, team secure, ready for travel. Okay. And position locations, we will go through all levels of the throat, which will be done tomorrow. You have to reach all levels of your guide codes in that position location in the new 12 DNA track system, guys. There are new codes, the deep space blue entering, they're meeting the yellow coming in, lights entering, love you, Taryn, time to remember, love some messages, getting ready to download. Sonar breathing, setting up for smooth sailing through key conditions. You know how powerful it is when you understand what your heart is and what it really is and what it represents, what it is to you, to your avatar travel, guys. You really understand how powerful your heart is. Today you will know. All right, vortexing through pink and gold. Love you, Amber. So happy to see you. Great. Love, love, love. Yep. 1415 codes, the higher megahertz connection to track lines, interference connected. Okay. No hardline signals. Ready with balance. Wee. Okay, that's all connection, Amber. Overwatch, engage, woo wee, like a roller coaster. Yes, exactly what it is. The conditions here in the 528 megahertz overlaying with the drum. Beat of the heart. Breathe, team. Yes, breathe, drink your water. So much water. Yep. Well, you're basically, your heart contains a lot of water, right? Because if it doesn't have water around its surface, it dries up, right? See each of us and how our heart space looks. So it's kind of, the heart is like, it's not actually red. And the thing is, you don't see the heart until you understand what it is, because it does change colors. The veins are like purple, right? So, and that is representation to all levels of the left line center to the sun, which is Father Space, and the right line center position, which is Mother Earth, the ground system. So truly understand the positions of both is the interference to its heart system, which is all levels of computers of space. So see each of us now, and our heart space looks, yeah. Well, Sandy, sonar falls at, yeah, and that conditions. Coloration blending from red and orange, deep house music, yeah. Is the water good, or does it need to be balanced? It's interesting how you connect to that, Amber. You know your timelines, but what is it? Position coloration. So the water needs to resurface in position line conditions. So you have to really understand the bacterial line center to connections of the water striders. Light signal interference to position to a location is its heart of its coloration pattern. It opens up all timelines, a position of balance and communication to its conditions. So it needs a coloration change to its water surface amber. That's why it comes into calculation to its modification, to its general. So you guys have to learn how to do these yourself. Gorgeous possibilities. Yeah. UFOs are coming close for contact. Thanks, Don. Feeling the path. A tree of life, bright red lights on the inside. Okay, Taryn is in operation. Way to go, Taryn. Full signal and operation system. Great to see you. No distraction, eye connections. Seeing codes to make sure pH correct the water. Try to understand what you're doing to the heart, guys. Really understand what it is to intelligence. Right? Because it's inside you. You have to know what it is. So, horizontal, yeah. Seeing a little apart tree sitting on the nice bench. Okay, everyone's getting individual messages. What do you see, family? Door, yellow, overwatch, positions, activate, sonar check, cleared. Right. All right, my heart garden is peaceful, balanced, rainbows everywhere, steady rhythm, and birds singing. Little jelly beans is playing in the dirt, gathering flowers. There you go. Right. So you really want to communicate to the heart. Highline, center, position, location. How is my heart in rotation? Right. So that's telling me exactly where my energy cycles are and how powerful you are through force direction of time, of space, and what you can do to all program setting to calculation. So everything that I touch, it activates, right? Now, I can bounce the center position and do the same thing through calculation. It's fine. But if I want a high charge position, a new clocking center, it activates position locations. So it's like, defibrillators to its conditions, like recharge, right? To that position. Pretty wild. All right. So shocking the wave of the heart. People go through that all the time when they go through suffocation. They can't breathe. They don't understand what the heart's doing. That's the thing. You don't understand inside of what's going on with you because it's all connected to what you create through emotion. Because it detects you through inside, right? You change the coloration patterns, water interference position location of the heart and its valves, right? So it's Trinity saying, what does the heart represent to you? Right? And when you see the heart inside, you start to appreciate what it is. And all communication and inside position to your computer operation. So, all right. Fires are guarding orange. Breath, beautiful, infinite. Like see the thing is, mind telepathy calculation line centers. Very, very powerful. When I do this, you feel that. You feel that right now. But I just think my finger line centers are basically in positions, right? To your heart light system locations. That's what's going on right now. Heart is here in position, right? So it's all about understanding everything through telepathy. If I touch my nose, everybody will feel it because it's energy traveling, because I know what I'm doing through balance. It's balancing me first before I balance you. So the position where I'm in balance in all level system, I do this, you feel it through rotation. It's all position to calculation. It's all through balance, position of travel. So exactly, see that? Getting in calculation all through computer or sonar, which is graph line center position to all levels, right? Holograph structures to its calculations, to its positions. But it's amazing how I do these things, right? To its position, right? If I touch my face, you guys feel that, right? So it's energy that travels through its fingers, digital line center to position location to its conditions. Anything I do is balance. This is where you guys have to find balance with your heart. What is your heart and what does it represent you? Why is it in there? Why is it in storage? So you understand what the heart is. It's all levels of its computer because it positions you in all levels of space and time. You calculate, you modify all levels of you through your simulation, right? Because your heart is nothing but a computer of a hologram. It's what you see through perception. All right. Walking through the chambers now, amazing. Seeing the blood flowing through the arteries, veins, seeing the codes flowing with the blood cells and in and out of the heart. How does it look? How does it feel? Let's see, coloration change, interference timelines, back and calculation, coloration patterns, light signals, T receptors. Good, Amber. Good job. Change the water surface positions. Excellent. We are flying a kite now and thinking about drones. And position 2 calculations here. Blue is entering the doorway. This is entryway into my heart system. It's protection, yeah. Yep, I got that through connections there, Amber. Thank you. Wasn't asking about water general. Thank you. Yeah, no, but I was surfacing to your water line centers to all level connections, all levels I meter and position line connections, making sure your heart is in the right sequence. So, just in the delta right now. Okay, got in that calculations. Climbing my tree, adding a swing. Oh, good. See airbender. Wow, you're smiling, Taryn. Let's get his locations. Lots of shifting, coming and going, timelines through process. Good. Process is good. Understand what the heart is, what it is through travel. Okay, there's trillions and trillions of cells in the heart, more than the body. Right? Your whole body is nothing but a hologram structure of a computer. You just have to learn the operation inside, how to use it through space, time, and travel. That's all. Forgiving myself is watching the codes, acting beautiful. Great, excellent. Yeah, conditions. I'm seeing my compass at the bottom. Those Lemurian pastel colored frequencies lines, they're streaming down into each on the clock and compass. You get a better understanding of that conditions there, Sammy, why you have a compass and how to use it through the heart. Connecting to the grounds is flowing in the water with ease. Playing in the water, striders updating, that's good. Traveling through the roots of my tree turns into my veins, DNA, tracking flowing to the heart. It's spinning, gathering codes, Mandela colors, patterns, heart. Crevice conditions. Have to rewatch, got an interruption. That's fine. Wow, seeing all together volunteers for first mission so long ago. Seeing the more you stay in the heart center, the more you get positions, these conditions, what's going on through travel. Absolutely, brother. Brother, so much needed. Yeah, swinging high. Woo wee. Little bouncy. Okay, colorations, vertical line, calibration, personal setting, all coloration meeting, colors of codes. Super cool. Yeah. Okay, don't worry. Everything through energies, anything through force fields, anybody that's in position locations, everybody's in the calculations to its modification signal. So you're all protected. Don't worry. No worries there. Okay. My whole garden is now techno color. Wow. Oh my God. Love the instructions, forming the energy, missions, to understand your calculation, how it's structured. Everybody's heart is different through frame. All right. Hearing everyone's inner child, giggling, playing, splashing around, fountains and waterfalls. It's like a shroom trip cooled. Connection all love colors, the full nature, and butterfly softens the heart, new breed beats established. That's all calculations. Yep. Bioluminous angel wings in the room right now. Can see them in my physical eyes. Excellent. It's cool, isn't it? Ah, Mike got it again. Yeah. Golden Super Soaker just showed up. Founders of Light. Okay, you have to catch up if you don't want to get, yeah. Water replacing metal floor, flowing into more softness, and now floating, letting go. Johnny, Merkaba is now booted up. Hi, family. How are you doing? Yeah. So it's amazing how you guys keep traveling, get to know each other through your hearts. And that's what's happening right now. But it's amazing how you do all levels of programming, how you set it up through travel, all through the heart system. It's incredible how you do these things through calculations. Right? Yep. Stronger team is reborn. Yep. In its alliance. Yeah, exactly. Resting in the water. Okay. Seeing them. Yeah, through clarity, visions, and anything calculations. So it's all through coloration of lights and program setting. Yeah, that's Janet. She just changed her name. Da 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 da. Is everybody having fun? Got Mike in the back. You guys are going tagging back and forth through the heart centers, going position locations of the body. That's cool. Yeah. Cleanse and upgrades. Running through giant mud puddles in the rain with pink galoshes and yellow raincoats while holding an umbrella. It's amazing when you go through the heart because this is what it is. It's all you coming back to your memories, especially your position locations and how you guys came into the rebellion, everything through the GFLs, right? So, and for the new viewers, you're really getting to know yourself, which is amazing. You're really starting to understand what's going on with you through its proactive system, right? So it's a lot of fun. Setting up a super slide, super slides, Nerf gun, floating around, floating down. All right, water tag, balloon fights. Yeah, and you guys all feel it too, right? It's like playing tag. Gotcha. So it's more of a fun trip today, but I really want you to understand what it's like to actually see the heart in yourself, really understand what it is. That alone is balance, right? It's a process for everybody to understand these things because your whole life is all levels of an outer shell. Now's the time to understand how to use the inner shell of you, right? Modifies all levels of you through energy, vibration, frequency, and harmonic resistance of all signals. So, oh yeah, Marco Polo, hot and cold. It's getting hotter. Oh no, you're getting hotter. No, getting colder. So, it's going to be an easy process. 5 more minutes. Stop my fingers. You guys will pop out. It's already set up through code. So. Felt like a holiday at the beach. Yeah. Amazing buffet coming in, floating trays, celebrations. Gotcha, Airbender. So the thing is too is that when I snap my fingers, everybody will go back to their connections, their position, right? Because you're getting to know each other through your hearts, and you're getting to know each other through everybody else's heart. In position where Amber's all in that connections, and she's making sure that everybody's okay. But when I snap my fingers, you all come back, right, to the heart system, and then you go into the inner line center. So you stay in the inner position, guys. Your relation is the inner position of you, not the outer shell. That's all you know. So life is based from inner and outer, okay? Not outer and inner. That's the true understanding when you come to that connections. All right? Think through box system two connections. So it's a lot of fun when you understand how to travel. Anything through codes, anything through sequence. So this is just a plain old box. I said that before, and I keep saying it again. That's just a box. That's all it is, right? But you have to understand what it is from inside. This is inside of you. Okay? This is inside of you, right? So it's getting to know everything from inside before you understand anything from outside, right? Humanity has been doing everything from outside in, not inside out. That's the problem. So that's the inner line center position to its calculations. When you see everything through a form system to its position, it hides levels its rotation center, right? It's amazing it comes into position. It's all through imagination, right? And then you just travel through it. Like you set up your security line defense to your portals and your wormholes to its connection. See? You could change that positions, but you can't do anything from outside until you understand everything from inside. Once you understand everything from inside, inside becomes outside, outside becomes inside, which is amazing. So it's a process that everybody has to understand. So you guys having a lot of fun, eh? That's great. All right. Snapping my fingers. Everybody will go back in position. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're back. So, really want to get into more levels of structure. Why it's so important to understand connections at levels. So when you're drawing a program or anything through that connections, you truly understand how to use it through its position. All right. Let's say you go through a triangle. Now, triangle is all about you through travel. Anything you do through geometry system is the geometrics of you, right? Plain old triangle. That's all it is. Now, it's sure you understand you can add a circle. Okay. Now I can work from inside out, outside in, because that's where I am. So I'm in the male and the female aspects of me, which is the center, split, center line, center, position, locations, all levels of space, time. Okay. So there's balance of the male and the female aspects of travel. See the flux capacitor? So there's a lot of ways to do this. Okay. In calculations. All right. So you can set up all levels of sonar, right? Okay, you've activated, but it needs its grounds. So the ground has to, right? So it's understanding how to use this. You need the ground, you need the power, and you need the atmosphere to travel anything through your structure. Okay? That's the true understanding. Mike's coming into that, Amber's coming into that. It gets easier once you understand more of what you're doing through travel, right? But it's all connected to 3, 6, and 9. 3, 6, and 9. Okay. So when it's a triangle, but it's not 3, 6, and 9. You have to add 3, 6, and 9 to understand what it is through travel. So it has to stand position locations when it comes into all levels of space, time, when it's traveling. Okay. So once you get into that connections, you can pretty much do anything, you know? You can add things. It's incredible how you do these things. So you can go up through an upswing, downswing, up cross, anything position to is calculated. See that? See that? Telling you exactly what's going on. The computer sets up the program line interference to its digital pad. It comes off the paper. Okay, it's like a pop-up. It's like you bring a book and you boop, pops up, right? It's the same thing. But thing is, I'm not drawing. I'm traveling. Get that in your head. I'm not drawing. I'm traveling. So it's like a Pearl's map, and you're the car that's moving, right? That's all it is. So once you're in its relation, it sends up the solar graph complication to its high system, telling exactly what's going on through its travel GPS. It high levels its system to its calculations. So it's amazing how you travel all levels of 3, 6, and 9. All right. This is for the new viewers, right? The Rebellion and the GFL already know how to travel. They start off with that positions and they come into their own foundations of travel drawings, right? So there's a lot of ways to do 3, 6, and 9. It doesn't have to be a digit. This is 3, 6, and 9. I don't have to add 3, 6, and 9 because I know what it is. I know it's 3, I know it's 6, and I know it's 9. Now, if you change the locations, for example, right? So there's 3, 6, and 9. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it. And you guys are going to ask me, where is the 3, where's the 6, and where's the 9 in position locations? Let's start off with that position location. So 3 is here, 6 is here, 9 is here, right? So I'm going to do a digital lap. Okay, so where's the 3 now? The 3 just moved. Where's the 3? Remember, it's all point system. It's electrical light interference position locations. Calculates on all levels of digital laps. Interference line conditions, digital framing, digital clocking. Where's the 3? Bottom right, lower left, bottom right. Okay, so in position location, this is the right line center. In position locations on the left position location. So it is position locations of the bottom right. The 3 was here. Very good. All right, so the 3 was here. Okay. So, and 6 was here and 9 was here. See how it moves? It doesn't matter. As long as you understand the inline center of view and everything through the outline position of view, you can use 3, 6, 9 to anything through form. So the 3 was here, but it traveled back. It didn't go forward. I can go forward and back on any level because I have the male and the female aspects of space-time. I'm now space-time in all levels. So I can travel through anything to positions. And if it's wrong, the computer and the digital board will activate the line center and tell me what I did right or what I did wrong through space through digital frame position location of the point system location to its connections. All right. So this is all about understanding. It doesn't have to go in a clocking system going forward because you already stand the position locations are going back. So you can go forward, back, and at position locations. That's the balance. It's the male and the female aspects of you through travel to its avatar. Now, you guys are not at that level yet, but you are getting there. And the only way to do that is to get into the God codes of all different levels of position. Okay, so let's do one more. So it's a lot of fun when you do these. Let's go through a circle. All right. So it's like mind game. All right. So we got a circle. All right. But again, it's going to be a 3, 6, and 9. Okay. A little bit crazy. It's going to be a little bit weird. Okay. That's 3, 6, and 9. But where's the 3? Where's the 3? This is 3, 6, and 9, planet centers, interference line center locations, okay, in its division. But where's the 3? Top center. That's more the obvious choice, right? It's too easy to understand that 3's at the top. Top center. Our structure. Where's the circle? You're just too far ahead. Yeah. That's what it is. And that's where I'm at in a level system. The circle on the right. On the right line center. Yes. 3's here. See? Joe got it. So where's the 6? You have to get out of your old programs, interline center position locations. 3, 6, and 9 can travel anywhere. So that means the sun is a position and the moon's a position of travel. So it travels back and forth, 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 back and forth. That's what it does every single day. And it can go down here, it can go here, it can go here. It can travel anywhere it wants. Right? So where is position location of 6? Top of the center or left line center rotation? Circle right? No, the circle right is the 3. This is 3. This is on the right side. Right? So what is the 3 on the right side? So where's the sun? Where's the 3 of the sun? Grounds of Mother Earth. Ooh-ah. Got to be understanding these things through its connection when it comes into its heart. Triangle 6. Triangle 6. Very good. 6 is at the top. Excellent. And this is 9. Ooh-ah. See? That's exactly what it is. General's image is reversed. Very good, Amber. So how do I do that? How do I do the image in reverse? Mirror reflection. So it's no longer an illusion, it's mirror. Okay? This is coming into kaleidoscopes. So this is the mirror. So it's amazing how you do these things, dimensional time. There's the mirror. Okay? Now the sun is here, the moon is here. Okay, and the circle's here. Okay? In position to its calculations. High levels, anything, there's triangle. To its position locations, right? It's incredible when you understand what's going on through a circle, a square, a rectangle, anything through a star. That's a basic understanding that when we see letters, numbers, and shapes, it's all levels of codes, right? It digitalizes everything through space. I mean, you can do reverse images, you can do forward images, you can do fast track images, you can do downshift images. There's so many levels that you can do through structure. But it's incredible force to that position. All right. Coming into that position. Right. So the mirror is just a reflection to the center. So it reverses the circle to the other side. So it's like me here, oh, me here. So it's like here and here, here and here, here and here. So if it shifts, it changes everything through its geometry travel, which no longer is its center position. So basically it rotates on its system locations. It's really interesting. It goes from this way, back to this way, back to this way. Right? All through the mirror. Because the mirror is a portal. Right? So projection a mirror. Very good. Excellent. That's what I wanted you guys to say. Yeah. So it's self-image of a reflection of you in position locations. Now, you're not a reflection. It's the position to its geometry system. Right? So you use mirrors when you're going against, intelligence that's on the dark line center. That's a detection. 2, it's refraction. So it's kind of like if I'm traveling, right, through all levels, this is me traveling, right? That can be anything through color, anything through space, anything through time. That's me traveling, right? And here comes another intelligence. That's a different signal, right? It's traveling, right? Different intelligence, traveling, right? You see it. You both see each other. Now, automatically you scan, right? Scans you. So, and then you get a true understanding how you position to your locations, all through geometry line center to its conditions. Now, this is where you come into sonar. Why do we use sonar? To detect. So a planet comes in position in its calculations. There's a planet right there, right? So it's backup. We use backup, just like the police officers do. They use backup, right? Because you don't do anything alone. You always have backup. So it's about understanding the planet comes in and XT1000's on standby. Right there. Comes in, right? And watches you two of what happens in position, right? So that's why we use sonar to protect our position. So this is a true understanding when you come into all levels of the higher self or anything through the avatar. It's amazing how you see these things through traction, guys. It's incredible force how we use the XT1000 in high system to positions, but it's incredible how you use intelligence to one to another, right? So you always have to call in the XT1000s for help, because if you don't have backup. You're on your own, and if you're on your own, this is what happens. I'm just trying to show you how powerful it is when you see these things in travel, guys. Do the same thing again. Traveling. Hey, that's me traveling, right? All right. Now, let's go into the same color, same position, same time sequence, just a regular day traveling, right? Now, scan again, right? Now, if you don't send backup, this is what happens. They bring in their XT1000s, and they also bring in all levels of another higher self-line centers or avatars to position their travel. There they are. They're coming out right here, and they're looking at you in position. See? Now you're in trouble. Do you see what just did? Do you see what just happened? Now you're in trouble. So now you have to identify your system, right? You identify your system, you're fine. But if you try to get by these, you can't get by them. So what they do is they put you in their own dimensional cube in its position to its calculations, take you through the XT1000 line center. They trap you, and they put you into an XT1000. There you go. Now they take you back to the sun, to their program setting, in position to their moon. What, you didn't think they had a moon? You didn't think they have their own sun? Yes, they do. In the 90 universe line center. So you're looking at 4 division line center rotations of different avatars. They're not the same intelligence. They're different from different timelines, guys, but they're all connected to each other on the other side of its negative system. This is the positive line center position locations. This is what can happen if you don't have backup of your XT1000 positions, right? They trap you in the matrix, and they put you in XT1000, and they put you into the sun. Their position locations to their moon. All right. Yeah, calling for backup. Just showing you how powerful it is when you're connected to that system. So, a lot of fun, isn't it? Especially when you're traveling. Yeah, backup is number 1, guys. All right. Perimeter is secure. Yeah, great. Excellent. But that's exactly what it is. Ever really put it in position. It's image in reverse, right? So it's amazing what you do with the sun. The sun can go anywhere. It can travel. But it's for you to understand that you create everything from inside, which creates everything outside of you. You don't create things outside. It doesn't make any sense. Everything is created from inside. Your heart's inside. It's not outside of you. It's inside. So if you understand that position, that's what life is. It's the inner and outer track of you through position of travel through space-time. Okay? So I just wanted to show you a bit of story frame, what I go through every single time, because if you don't have backup, this is exactly what can happen to you. And then you really have to call the general to his position. All right? They can put you in a black hole. They can put you in dark matter. They can change your clocking center. They can change your program setting positions. They can time leap you. They can put you in a time lock. They can put you in a dimensional time center. They can put you in another time defense. There's so many things that they can do to your avatar program. Now, once you understand what that is, then you understand the calculations to divisions, program setting to all levels of its avatar. Right? So number one thing is to have backup. All right. That protect your energies to that position. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it. If you're not sure, you come to me. That's to understand it. But I'm just showing you how real it is when you come into light. You don't want to expose yourself to light if you don't know what you're doing. So that's why you got to create your own space-time. Right? My safe is always safe. You're in my position. But when you leave the nest, you're on your own. Right? So you have to know what you're doing. So you're crossing wires. You're stepping on other people's toes. You're looking at different shadows of yourself. You really have to let go of all trauma before you travel. And it's the most important thing is to get your grounds of clocking. Okay? So I think we did fantastic today. Questions or comments can go back on TikTok. That's where I'm going to be heading off. Okay? Tomorrow we go to the throat. Adios.